four types of fears first, right? So we feel that there is only one type of fear. We feel that fear is fear, right? And I used to also, before getting into bachelor's, I also feel that fear is a fear. So whatever. But then when you get into bachelor's, you get into uh, deeper thing where somebody asks that can bachelor's help us evolve spiritually, and so much so yes for it. So one fear is the fear of the normal, routine, domestic fear. It is the fear of, you can define, right? For example, if you have fear of cockroach, you have fear of lizard, you have fear of some authority, a person in authority, you fear a particular person, you fear going to the dentist. So that is a known fear, right? In Bach Flowers, it is very clearly Dr. Bach had uh, segregated into four parts. This is called known fear. So wherein you can pinpoint that I fear this particular thing or this particular person, right? So that becomes one type of fear. The second fear is fear of the unknown. Now, what is fear of the unknown? What is going to happen to me tomorrow? That insecurity wala fear. Or fear of the darkness, that is, you don't know what. Or fear of the occult, fear of black magic. Now, all these are unknown fears. No? Fear of superstition. A cat just ran through my path. A black cat just ran through my path. Ek billi ne rasta kaat liya. So that fear is there. Something is going to happen. Superstition, or somebody is doing black magic on me. It is an unknown kind of a fear. So wherein you cannot pinpoint a particular thing. So that becomes an unknown fear. So there is a different batch flower. Now the third fear is fear for your loved ones, and this is so very important. There are so many people who fear that something might happen to their loved one, and that is a different fear. That is called the red chestnut fear, and that is there in so much, because that is there since childhood itself. Mothers fear for their child. If a child does not come back on time, they fear that, oh, has something happened to my child. Or if nowadays children, when they come late at night, so that fear is there. What has happened? Is everything all right? So that is the third type of fear. And then the fourth type of fear is the terror fear, terror, that something is happening right now. Maybe there is an earthquake which has happened, there is a bomb blast which has happened, maybe there is an air scare, you are in an airplane, an air scare has happened. So there is an actual fear it has happened. It is not that, okay, this cockroach is there or this lizard is there, it can harm me. You are actually face to face with that particular fear. So this is the fourth type of fear. Now, these are the four types of fears. And when we get into consultation, or when you get into learning of the Bach Flowers, you get into knowing, identifying that what is that particular fear. And when you get into knowing that this is that particular fear the person is holding, and when you give a proper remedy based on that, then immediately results start showing. Immediately, almost immediately. So that's how things work. So these are the four types of fears. So similarly, tomorrow we're going to cover 9 types of angers, 11 types of addiction, and the reasons behind anger, reasons behind people getting addicted. And because at an internal level, you need to always go. Spirituality is nothing but reaching the core, reaching the root. So till the time you don't reach the root, you're just moving out in the outer domain, and nothing much happens then. So with Bach Flowers, you can really get down into the root, because it teaches you so much. And then when you look into healing that with Bach Flowers and with other therapies also, if you want to complement that with Bach Flowers, then definitely things can really work wonders. Of course, independently also, Bach Flowers, they work so very well for these mental emotional states. Probably nothing else is required with Bach Flowers as far as mental emotional states is concerned. If you've done a good consult, and if you've understood exactly what are the emotions running behind into that person, then probably nothing else is required other than Bach Flowers.